So this is a special episode. We're going to be playing a game that probably none of you ever heard of.
And that's a good thing.
It's a good thing, trust me. So it's a Russian developed game called Bimmer. It's based on a movie. It's a B-rated movie. It's something like...
More like a C-rated movie and a D-rated game.
Practically, this is the reason why Russian game development never took off. And let's see why. So the graphics is not so bad. Considering what? Considering, you know, the time when it came out, the graphics are not so bad. So let's see what sucked about it.
The fucking controls for one.
The controls?
Actually, the graphics are pretty bad if you say it's 2006.
I don't remember. Can you check?
No, I don't want to fucking check. Keep fucking driving!
I'm trying to...
Oh boy, it says Moscow, Windows XP for one. Copyright 2003.
So 2003. The graphics are acceptable for that time. In Russia, owning a BMW means you're some sort of a kid of a rich father.
Basically, you're out of a rich family. Like,
and not even a rich family, it means like you out of like a criminally connected family. Because driving BMW, so for example, you have a car incident on the road, and it's a BMW that you've hit. You don't argue, you don't ask for insurance, you might encounter problems doing so. Owning BMW and Mercedes usually associates, like, by the way, here's a cutscene and there's Mercedes. Owning a black Mercedes or black BMW in Russia is like some sort of association with the criminal world. And the whole movie is about that, actually. But so, graphically wise, it's fine. It's actually, Russia does look like this between the cities.
Everything that looks like this between this fucking cities.
The problem is variety, because driving under a different sky doesn't make the game fun. And they needed to, you know, it does follow the movie, kinda, but it doesn't really, you know, what the fuck am I, what's happening? I don't want to drive for 7 minutes.
Yeah, you do.
So the graphics are fine, it's the variety, because as far as I remember, it was just driving, and I know there is a actually first person running involved, but as far as I've seen, as far as I remember,
you may remember it
was just driving parts.
As far as, like you said, because you can walk out of the car, you may remember the
It is like, look, if I'm gonna press Q, it says I don't feel like walking down the road in a very like, fucked up language.
But you remember, like, for example, the Driver series? I forget which driver game that was, or if there's only one or whatever. It was the same thing. You could walk out of your car and walk about, but there was really not that much to do.
Fuck.
That was fucking bad. Ooh, that was bad.
Also remember, it's a movie-based game, so in a way they wanted to kind of, you know, milk as much money as they can based on the movie hype.
Oh yeah, Alien 3, we know, NES had it.
Oh fuck, US had the same situation. Think about it, how many shitty LJN games were there based on the movies? There's like a whole library of them. So Russia as guilty as US for trying to take a hype on, it's still there's a lot of shitty games come out based on the movies, usually on mobile devices.
Yeah.
You can download like shit tons of games from like whatever the movie came out recently. They could have made a nice game, because yes, what happens in the movie is that the guy's wounded, they're obvious, because so in the beginning of a movie they piss off a wrong person who is connected with the police, so they can't go to the hospital. And at this point, what happened right now in the cutscene is that one of the guys is wounded and they need to go rob a pharmacy to help their teammate. But they could have made a great game if you actually had a legit mission. Drive to the pharmacy, you know, steal the supplies, get away from the police. They could have if they had the will to make a good game. They fucked it up. They fucked it up big time, because technically it's enough material to make a good game. Enough material to at least, like, this movie has enough material to make it at least somewhat Grand Theft Auto, you know, feel, mechanic, whatever, gameplay. Oh fuck, don't get distracted when you drive. Here's my question. Do you think this game was an attempt, you know, as a fraud attempt, or it was an actual try? Like, okay, for example, here's what I mean. A lot of games on Nintendo, movie-based games, I would consider them pure fraud. I mean, like, it's somewhat a game, but it was a... Oh, wow.
I get what you're saying, yeah, like...
Do you think it was an attempt to make a nice game, or it was just, you know, get it done, get it out, you know, make some money.
That's actually a difficult thing to say. Like again, back to NES, Super NES, Genesis, all that shit. For example,
Okay, this glitch is happening again. See, going backwards.
Mm-hmm.
You see, I thought I'm glitching. I thought I'm drunk, but look,
Yeah.
going forward, going forward.
Because you have the front thing on your car, regardless of the front thing on your car.
See, going forward. I'm going this way. Well, now I'm going this way. Well, I'm going this way. And I'm not flipping the car. It's just, it repeats itself.
Oh, you're turning the car. I get it.
Oh wait, I'm turning the car?
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, but that's the thing about it. Like you said, whether this was fraud or not. Like, yeah, for example, Alien game was fraud. Well, maybe it was fraud, but it was terrible.
Like it was clearly, practically the. Okay, here was the quality for the Alien game for NES. You know, have a character, have a field, have an enemy. It's fraud.
Ignore
it's a fraud.
And they ignored the actual movie. More aliens.
Oh yeah.
She has Ripley has a machine gun.
Complete bullshit. So
here, it's kind of hard for me to judge whether this was fraud or not. It does seem like there was an attempt made, but the cheap way it was done makes me wonder. Maybe they were strained in terms of time. Maybe something else was going on.
Is it like a time issue or skill issue, financial issue,
That's a good
or
question.
just a complete disregard for a quality product? You know.
That's hard to say, but yeah, this game is definitely shit.
Remember 2003, it was already easy to make games. There was a few engines available for people. So slap a tree for houses.
Engines,
get the
APIs, everything was
forestry.
available. You could have done it.
So technically, actually, you know what? Let's calculate how much effort was done.
Draw grassy fields, shitty roads. You're driving in off country somewhere,
but
all you do is shoot.
Let's even break it down like this: the trees are free assets, the grassy road, free assets. I'm pretty sure they could have downloaded it.
Yeah.
And okay, now the cars, they all repeat, and the characters, they all repeat. So, see, like already seen those.
Based on like every single thing you just said, I would say this game is fraud.
I would be somewhat impressed if it was like a one-man job, you know, like one guy made the game in his basement over a week.
Yeah.
And even then, I would say, you know, it's not really a commercial product. But it was sold! It was sold in stores! It was a commercial product, you know? But you know what the worst part? The second game, based on the second movie, and it's a completely different game. Okay, this game would have been fine if it was made for the Zapper or a light gun. Actually, it would be kind of cool even, because they're using a full motion. But for 2006, I believe Max Payne 2 was out, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas was already out, like we mentioned before. It was not acceptable. Like, I can't say... So this is the level, here we go. Entertainment level is shit. So imagine, when I saw this, I was fully disappointed. Like, I mean,
but
imagine,
graphics,
by the way, the
man.
game was very expensive. It wasn't a cheap game, it was like a very
Charging
expensive
full
game.
price.
Of course. There is nothing good about this game. I don't think it was a serious effort. I'm pretty sure it was fraud. The second game is less of a game than the first game. At least the first game has some sort of a 3D environment.
Yeah, you can at least drive and move around.
Yeah, there's controls. There's some sort of a controls. This is shit. I mean, I don't know if there is anybody into this. Like, can you even be into this? Like,
well, I mean, this game is a lot like Fallout 76 in many ways, in that you
No,
both got
no, no,
almost
no,
no
no.
fans.
I'm gonna have to cut this.
Yeah, you want to defend Fallout
Of
76?
course, I like it. So,
This game is actually quite a bit like Fallout 76 in the sense that it's got good music, great music even, in some cases.
don't you dare
But
to go there.
it
Don't
has
you go-
almost no gameplay.
Okay, well, I don't agree because I think Fallout 76 is an awesome game. It does have a sick gameplay. It has a beautiful atmosphere. It's
Are you talking about Fallout or this thing?
I'm talking about Fallout. This is a piece of shit. Fallout 76 got a great gameplay. It has the great atmosphere. Every part of the game looks very unique and different in its feel. The weather effects, the exploration, the music. Honestly, fuck all the haters. Fallout 76 is the game.
I will pay money to Bethesda for them to permanently set the fucking Scorched Bat to just chase you until the end of fucking time.
You know what? Okay, people who haven't seen other videos probably don't know what a huge Fallout fan I am. So here's this, not screenshots, here's a photo of my collection. And of my suit, of my helmet, of my bag, which I'm getting a new one, and overall look of the
you're getting a
collection.
new one. I wonder how you're getting a new one.
So of course, I like Fallout. And every Fallout game, you can compare them. You gotta judge them separately. Fallout 1 is Fallout 1, Fallout 2 is Fallout 2, Fallout 3 is Fallout 3, Vegas is Vegas, 4 is 4, 76 is 76. You don't judge them, you enjoy them separately. They all try something new. Okay, at least you don't have to fucking reload. By the way, this game is not easy.
Yeah,
I can't even call it a game, it's this piece of shit.
It's barely interactive.
It's barely interactive, but it's not fucking easy. They give you like a second to react, like literally a second.
I like how there's a delay.
It just feels so dumb, like I can't even say I'm having fun. I'm having fun because, you know, I get to show this to you. So, that was Boomer and Boomer 2. Thanks for watching.
Сука, блядь.